Ones like they have the extra spicy tapatio one that has like the black label.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah,
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
and then they have Valentina that has the same one. I think that label's black too. I think.
I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen that black one yet, like how you guys are saying.
Yeah.
But for me, we've always had tapatio. Mm-hmm. Valentina would barely be like on certain shit. Like for me, like Kat was saying right now, she likes it on certain foods, like on Doritos, like the pinwheels.
Valentina.
Yeah. Valentina definitely tastes better than tapatio.
In my house growing up, we always had 3. We had tapatio, Valentina, and then Crystal. And my dad had like 3 on deck.
Which one's that one?
The Crystal hot one. It's like the vinegary based one.
Isn't that one kind of like Chululu? Or is it?
Yeah, kind of.
Right?
Cholula. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar to that one. It's like more vinegary based, but like the Crystal went on like popcorn. It went on like some chips, and then like the tapatio was like for everything. Like you can use that one, and then Valentina's like more for like chips, or like I mix it with like sour cream sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different hot sauces for different things.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I grew up on just tapatio and a lot of house-made salsas.
Yeah.
So like my mom likes to make the really spicy
My mom makes
oil
the best salsa.
salsa. What's it called? Salsa volcana? I think that's what it's called.
I just call it aceite because it just looks like.
And a lot of people say aceite también.
That's what I call it, I
like
don't know.
that. Salsa de aceite? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one's spicy as fuck.
Nah, see me, like I can't handle spicy like that.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I'll say this. When we first started hanging out with Ramon, our friend group, we all love spicy food. And Ramon was just like, okay, like I'm down to try it. Obviously, we didn't know Ramon didn't like spicy food.
Oh, yeah, nah, I never seen that, bro.
That bottle?
Yeah, never seen it.
Never seen it either.
The
Never
Crystal?
seen it. Nah.
It's like vinegary. I don't know how
Yeah,
else to explain
it's.
it.
I know what you mean. It kind of looks like.
And it's really watery.
Yes, it's very
like-
watery.
It's
So
like
they-
very thin.
So, like, can you say it's like vinegary tastes like the ones from, like, the canned jalapenos like that? That's how vinegary it is?
It's more of like a Louisiana hot sauce. Have you ever had that?
Yeah.
That's very much like water
okay.
based.
I think that's
also.
what it says on the label. I don't know. I always just call it Crystal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like I was saying though, like when we first started hanging out with, as a group with Ramon never told us that he didn't like spicy food. So we would get we'd get hot ass shit because we all loved it. And
Ramon was all suffering in the background
Nah,
crying.
I was. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was.
he'd be like, this shit busting, bro. This shit busting.
It's because, like, I was high at the same time, too. So I was like, But, yeah, it had my soul was burning.
Oh, I know it was. Hey,
You were crying in the back.
It wasn't until like a couple months later that he was like, "Yeah, bro, I don't like spicy
Hell
food."
no.
And I was like, "Bitch, we've been getting nothing but spicy ass food. Why?"
I feel
didn't
like
you
that's
say
a
anything?"
conversation that should have been brought up like at the
Nah, like,
forefront.
hella, like, these guys were off the grid with that. Like, if it wasn't, like, if they ordered, like, the most spiciest thing, if that wasn't hidden, they'd add more on top of that. I'm like,
That's just how we were, bro.
that's how y'all built, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't built like that.
Yeah, I just don't know how it is like with no spicy food, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I can't
grew up-
imagine like without spice.
Yeah, and you know what? My dad can't have any spicy food. My dad can't have spicy food because it messes up with his stomach, messes up with his intestines, and his body just reacts negatively to it. But before that, my dad loved spicy food all the time, all the fucking time, bro. My grandma, his mom would make this fire spicy ass salsa de molcajete.
Ooh.
Fire? Fire, bro. Fire. I remember to this one time that I made my spicy noodles, and it was the black bag, and I made it, and my grandma was just like, "Oh, like you, like I used to eat 2 bags just straight up,
Still
straight
do,
noodles.
'cause you're a menace.
And my grandma was like wondering, she was just like, "Oh, what is that?" And I was like, "It's really spicy, grandma." And she didn't believe me. She was just like, "Ah, okay, you know, no duele, you know." And I was like, "Grandma, like, I'll give you a little try if you want one." And she was like, "Sí, nomás un poquito." I was like, "Okay." My mom was there.
She probably took that shit like a champ, huh?
So I gave her just the smallest like piece of ramen.
right,
with the sauce in it. And she ate it, and she was just,
Oh.
she started like burning up, and I was just like, oh, okay. So then I got her some water, but she was just like, "Ay no, mijo, a ti te gusta tener el diablo."
damn. So you pour the 2 little packs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
into
hell
it.
no.
Yeah. Love it, bro.
Did you ever do that spicy chip challenge?
No,
Me neither.
I saw everybody do it, and I was just like, no.
See, my dad was like, my dad loves spice. He's always liked spice.
But your dad can't handle his spices as much no more, huh?
Not that he's getting older. He like sweats a little faster and he like grabs his water a little faster. But when I was younger, he would have like all the spices. So he'd see like a trend on like Instagram or like Facebook or wherever. He'd be like, let's go find that. So like we did the spicy chip because he wanted to find it. We did the spicy noodles like when they first became a thing because he was like, nothing spicy. And you fast forward like 10 minutes later, his ass is like sweating in the corner.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's like, ooh, I take it back.
Yeah, no, I remember your dad had that little bottle called Devil Spit.
Something like that, yeah.
And you just have 1 drop. If you have more than that, you're fucked.
oh, hell no.
And yeah, and I tried it, and it was really good. It definitely like stayed in your mouth
Yeah,
for like
it
a little
lingered.
bit though.
Yeah.
But then after that, it went away.
My dad was the type to be like, hey, come try this hot sauce. And if you drink no water for 5 minutes after, I'll give you $5. So, like, one time we did it, and I want to say it was my brother. He was, like, licking walls because it was, like, cold, and he needed something to lick.
Oh,
He was running around licking walls, and my dad's like, no water, no water, no water. And my brother's like, okay. So he did it, and my brother was, like, running around the house, and, like, I don't know if it was him or one of my cousins, but I remember someone, I want to say it was Julian, but could be wrong, but someone was running around licking walls because they were trying to get the $5 for my dad.
Yeah.
That's wild, licking walls.
Have you guys seen
Spicy.
the Hot Ones lineup? I always want to buy them.
Oh my god, I did that.
I want to
did the whole
buy
lineup.
them.
And my boss's, we were helping out clean out his backyard, and we were doing landscape work around his house. And he was just like, "Oh, like I'm gonna cook for you guys and all this, right?" Did a whole cookout for us, and then he bought all of the sauces, all the lineups, from the least hottest one all the way to the most hottest one.
God damn,
bro! After like the 6th sauce, they all start like you feel the heat in all of them. But no flavor. Like, it doesn't matter, like, how... It could say, like, for example, the bomb has, like, a certain type of flavor or whatever it is, right? You only taste the hot sauce, the hot pepper that it has in it. That's all you can taste.
That's all you taste?
Like, you could taste very little bit of the flavor, but no, it's just straight heat. And I did the whole thing.
Hell no.
Some of my coworkers, they backed out after, like, the 4th one. I forgot which one it was, but... I know that the last 3 were the bomb, hot ones, Los Calientes, and then there was another one, the very last one, I forgot what it was called. But it was the 3 hottest ones. And the bomb definitely like creeped up on you. Like you're eating it, you feel like you're set, it's not as spicy, and then all of a sudden when you think like it's already settled and over, boom, fucking smacks you. Fucking burns your mouth.
That's what it looks like on the Hot Ones challenge on YouTube. Like as soon as they start talking, it feel like they feel it more. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, no, I definitely. You know what, bro? I'm gonna buy all 10 sauces one of these days, and we're gonna do it.
They have kits from like because every season they change the lineup, so they have the lineups like for sale. I think they're like $200 or something.
Can I be
like,
the one to ask questions?
Yeah.
Or you guys just...
But you have to.
You have to do it with us.
The guy that asks questions does it every interview.
Damn. I'll be behind the camera, bro.
No.
You gotta participate.
That'd be so fun.
That'd be fun as fuck, dude. Just have it recording while we do it.
Well, just have an ambulance on standby for me, yeah.
Dude, and there's some people
Be like
that
Gordon
take, like,
Ramsay, get the Pepto-Bismol.
Dude, yeah, some people have Pepto-Bismol, some people have ice cream, some people have like yogurt, some people have like just water. Like it's crazy the remedies that these people are like.
Yeah,
I'm
but they
trying this
believe.
shit.
What's one remedy that you believe that works with hot sauce, like or hot food, like for it to not burn your mouth anymore?
To me, it always been like ice.
Ice?
Yeah, like
Sometimes I feel like some sauces
ice.
though, ice makes it worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It just depends. It all
As
depends.
far
feel
as I
like,
know,
yeah.
water and like obviously ice, it makes it worse because you're just washing all the minerals again in your mouth, and they're not going anywhere. They're just getting.
I've heard I've never tried it, but I've heard milk does like something.
Milk
'cause
works.
I feel
Never
like
tried it.
I feel like the cream in
with
it
milk.
does something to like the spices, and it like numbs it down enough.
I don't know
like,
what it is, but I think it's more like it keeps your mouth colder more than water.
Maybe.
So I've done milk, and milk works for me.
Yeah.
Milk works for me, but it doesn't get rid of it
I'm already
instantly.
gonna have stomach issues eating the hot sauce, let alone if I have milk after.
No,
okay?
but then peanut butter works also.
Peanut
I
butter?
haven't heard peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
All just in the background. Nah.
Yeah, there's other people that say like bread will help.
I think I've seen my dad eat a piece of bread, just a random ass piece of bread.
Yeah, there's different remedies out there that people just say that work. I know that say chocolate, but I feel like chocolate and hot sauce doesn't mix.
I don't know.
think that
Have you tried
mix.
the chocolates that have like hot peppers in them?
Yes,
I have because my dad.
I have. I think it was also because of your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have like the habaneros or the
the habanero chocolate
the other
bars.
ones. No. It's like grinded up into the chocolate itself, so you don't even see it. It just looks like chocolate, and then you eat it, and your mouth's on fire, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, it's weird, but
But it kind of works because the chocolate's
I feel like
rich.
they make
and
it
then,
work because then add it like with
And then there's like salt that like balances it out. Like
the salt or caramel, like salted caramel. They'll mix into
So
it.
it's like, okay.
So kind of balance it out, but
it's like it gives the spice without being like gross because it's chocolate and
yeah.
peppers. You know.
Damn, bro. What's next?
I don't know, man.
I
I don't know, but I'm sure my dad will
With
try
like
it.
all that, you know how they just started doing it?
The one chip challenge
one
and all
chip
this other
challenge,
stuff.
bro.
I don't know. I know that they had like the spicy gummy bear. They had the spicy lollipop.
You seen that? The little ass gummy bear, bro? I was like, nah, I know where that shit's by. I was like,
Did you see those guys that are on TikTok that they test out their spice level and they're like, oh, nothing burns, and they do all that? So there was one guy on TikTok, I forgot his name or his username, but he always popped up on my feed that he would do a habanero, he would do all kinds of ridiculous things. The one chip challenge, he would buy a bunch of those. He would kind of crush them into a jalapeno, and then he would do like
Takis on top.
yeah, and then he would put like
Yeah, you're a menace for
the
that.
the spicy sauce all over it, all this other stuff. But he got exposed for all that to be fake.
Yeah.
Damn.
They caught him. There's two people. They were going back and forth with each other.
Yeah. And I was just like, well, how could they really like fake that?
It's like ketchup or some shit.
I have no idea, but you have to make it look exactly like how all the like it looked perfectly to the exact same shit.
like
Maybe it was, and then what he was digesting was like different.
Maybe I have no idea. I don't know how it works, but there's people that got called out for it. There's another dude that's really funny. He's a black guy who sings. I think he sings like Spanish music or something like that.
Oh my god, he just started popping up on me for.
So then he'll eat like the Carolina Reaper pepper. He'll take a
start
bite
singing.
and he'll start singing with chicharrón. Yeah, he'll get a chicharrón with fucking guacamole, and then he'll start singing as soon as his mouth is all fucking burning.
Yeah.
He just started popping up on my For You page.
Yeah, dude's funny.
I never seen that one.
Dude, I'm gonna start sending you some of this. We send so much memes back and forth, bro.
And then you guys
On
get mad at
TikTok?
each other for sending them to each other, and then they
No,
call
we
each
get
other.
mad at the sad shit that he
and
sends
then they
me.
call each other, and then they're like,
Hold
"Stop
on.
it, stop it!"
First
And then
of
Ramon's
all-
laughing, and then he's laughing, and they're like, "Okay, no more TikToks tonight." And then they'll get off the phone, and then Ramon usually sends another one, and then Martin's like, "We just said no more."
Because Ramon's like in his
It's like-
feelings
it's
at
like
like
them
11
saying-
o'clock at
Okay.
night.
It's like you
first
guys
of
saying,
all-
"You hang up, no, you hang up, no, you hang up."
Pause. All
Hold
right.
on, he did that with somebody else. Don't drag me into it.
Pause. First of all, you want to blame me for that? Nah, you
Yeah.
sent me that one. All it
Which one?
takes.
Which one? Tell me.
It was this one meme, sad ass meme. All it takes is this one fucks up my whole For You page,
Oh my god.
and I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna send it back. That's what I'm. See, that's what I'm saying.
All it was is because there was this song that popped up that I think it was at the time Ivan Conejo had just dropped. Aquí te espero.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh shit, I like the lyrics. I like the song. I'm a fan of the song. And so I just sent that one TikTok to Ramon. And Ramon's just like, all right, bitch. And he floods my shit with all SZA, Ariana Grande, Olivia Rodriguez.
Hold on, first of
all
all, nah.
kinds of shit, bro.
First of all, those are great artists. Put some respect on their name.
Nah, fuck no. So
Thank you. But hold on.
You be listening to
first of all,
SZA. I don't want to hear it.
Who? I
You.
don't listen to SZA. First
You
of
be
all,
listening to SZA.
Okay, I guess I be listening to SZA, but
you listen to
I
SZA,
don't
Ariana
listen
Grande.
to. I don't listen to
Olivia
I don't-
Rodriguez.
Listen.
Who? First of all,
We
no.
stand Olivia, SZA, and
That's
Ariana.
That's
so
y'all. I don't.
That's y'all.
don't be disrespectful.
That's
Who's
y'all.
y'all?
I don't know. Whoever listens to them, but like I was saying, my feed was nothing but funny ass memes about people doing stupid shit with the little carts going down the hill. All it took is just that one video. Went back into my For You. Straight sad shit.
I don't know.
And this still goes on, bro.
Blame me. It's okay. Hey, blame me.
All right, let's roll the intro.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's roll the intro.
Your fault, bro.
My fault. Okay. All right,
Anyways.
guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Broke Boys. I'm here with Kat, and I'm here with fucking Ramon.
I'm here with Mr. Martin.
And
Okay.
we have. What's so funny?
You said I'm here with Kat and Mr. Martin, and he said I'm here with Martin. And I'm like, okay. Forget that I'm laying right here.
For
Oh, I miss Cat. My fault.
It's fine.
so today we wanted to do a Day of the Dead special episode for Dia de los Muertos. We're Hispanic, of course, except for Kat. Kat's white. I'm just playing.
The way you're gonna get me off this podcast so fast. The way you'll never hear me on this podcast again.
Oh my God, relax. Ramon's also white.
You don't like it.
And skin, papas, relax.
You
Nah, I'm
too.
white.
I'm not white.
Anyways.
I'm an off caramel color.
Okay.
Nah, you're definitely Hispanic for what you got tatted on yourself. The Virgin Mary. Hella's Hispanic.
What about your St. Jude tattoo?
Nah.
Hey,
I'm
what
Hispanic
else? What else is he?
What else is he? I don't know. What else is he?
What else am I made of?
Oh, what else are you made of? Mm-hmm. That's a good question. I'm about to find out after this.
After these episodes.
After these episodes, sponsored by Lavish.
That's crazy. Anyways.
Do you know? Or you know?
No,
That's why he's trying to deflect. He doesn't know.
I don't know. Nah, I swear to God, I don't.
Yes, you do. And when I tell you, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, you probably know, but you probably just haven't paid attention to it. So, my dad is from Mexico. My mom's from El Salvador.
So Martin's half El Salvadorian and half Mexican.
Oh, okay.
So technically,
I thought of that. And I was just like, nah, okay.
anyways.
Best of both worlds.
But
I am Chicano.
I am Batman. Okay.
I was going to say, hold on. Really? Alfred comes out the closet. I'm like,
I am vengeance. She starts
Anyways.
beating the shit out of us.
okay.
Anyways,
So where
do we leave off?
We're all Mexican here.
the Day of the Dead, yes.
Yes.
And we're all proud. We're all proud of our Hispanic heritage, and we love to embrace a lot of our cultures and traditions that we have. And I definitely love talking about a lot of the cultures that we have in Hispanic culture.
The traditions.
The traditions. Day of the Dead is one of them.
Day of the Dead is a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
It's the official Day of the Dead is November 2nd. You celebrate it a week before that, so technically it starts, I think the earliest October 26th.
So I read that it's only November 1st and November 2nd.
Yeah.
And that
So
it's
those
not,
are the days that the souls visit,
Uh-huh.
but it's like preparation, like the days before that for the ofrenda.
because they start having it like a week long.
So you start like decorating
the
the ofrenda a week or a few days before. So every day there's like something that you put out.
Yeah.
And then the first is when the kids come visit, and
There
the
you
second
go,
is
yeah.
when the adults come
That's what I was
visit.
gonna say.
Yes.
And then they come to the ofrenda, and by then it should be done.
Yeah.
So like you light a candle the first day, you put a pitcher of water the second day, you can put food, you can put like little trinkets that they like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
All
put
that
things
stuff.
like that to prep the ofrenda, and then they officially come November 1st, children come, and then November 2nd, adults come, and then by November 3rd, everyone's back to resting peacefully.
I didn't know that.
Because it's only like it's like technically they're one day that they can come visit family.
Yeah, it's technically like a visit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just crazy because then like, think about it, like your other ancestors beyond that are coming to visit that you never know, that you never met or seen.
Well, I mean, I don't know how true this is, but on Coco, it's whoever you have their picture up, whoever's picture you have up, they'll come visit you.
I do like the movie Coco.
So then you want to have all the pictures of everyone you've known that have passed, so they're welcome to come to your ofrenda.
So that way they're not forgotten.
So they're not forgotten.
Okay, makes sense.
So like
okay.
I was born early, or my parents had me young, so I knew my great grandparents. I knew my parents' grandparents. So I knew them. So since I have a memory of them and I recall them, they're on my ofrenda. And then like my uncles, my grandpa, and my grandma's siblings, if they've passed away, I knew them. They're on the ofrenda. Like our close family friends, they passed away. They're on ofrenda.
Right.
I don't go beyond the people I don't know. Because I know, I mean, no shade or nothing, but like I didn't have a relationship with them.
Yeah.
So I go up to who I remember, and I remember my great grandparents. So that's the first generation that's on our ofrenda.
Yeah.
And I think yours is the same, right? Or is it your grandparents?
It would be everybody that we know that I remember.
Which is like your grandparents is like the start, right?
Because it doesn't go any further. I never got a chance to meet none of my great grandparents. I think maybe I met like one or two, but
like not enough to have like a memory.
But not enough. Yeah, not enough to have a memory. Because I remember that my mom had said when my great grandma had passed, my dad's grandma, he didn't have papers at the time, so he left back to Mexico to go bury her and all that. But like anything like other than that, like generation wise, like no, I would love to see who, like I would love to see my bloodline. I'd love to see it go all the way back, Then I can see my other ancestors. Like I would love to see that.
My aunt's in Mexico right now to piece together our family tree. We know they knew their grandparents, I think.
You would hope.
They lived there, I think. They lived there. My aunts lived there when they were born. So I think they knew. I want to say they were still alive. I think my dad was the only one that didn't really meet them because he was born here and like the same paper. Like my grandparents didn't have papers to go visit and they didn't have papers to come back. But my aunt did 23andMe and pieced together my dad's side of the family. But now she's in Mexico. Where you spit in the thing and it unlocks, it like has your DNA. Then it has like the ancestry. It's like ancestry.com.
Yeah, right. So
it's just another company.
Yeah.
So my aunt did that for my dad's side. And then my abuela was still alive. So she made my abuela spit in a container and send it. So we have some of hers, but there's a lot of family history that's like missing because there's no documentation or there wasn't any. So she's in Mexico right now talking to like the oldest of her cousins to try to get information to piece together. So she's sending us pictures even this morning of like my great grandma, my grandma's grandma on my dad's side, and like how similar they look. Because the pictures that my grandma have, they're like when they got married or when she left or like all those things, but they're old. So I have like the same 4 pictures of my grandma's grandma. So I didn't really know what she looked like besides like at the older ages they have pictures. So it's just interesting to see like how far back it goes.
Yeah. I do want to see like if there was a way that they show the entire timeline, like the whole family tree from,
Why don't you try to make it?
I try to make it.
Yeah, that's when I was younger. I'd have I'd sit my grandma down and I'd be like, okay, who are your siblings? Who are your parents' siblings? Like as far as she can go. And then I'd go to the next oldest person in our family and be like, okay, what do you know? Who's related to who? How many kids do they have? Where are they from? And then I did that. So I have like a picture of a paper from when I was like 15.
Yeah, because it's wild. Written. It's wild from my dad's side because in Puerto Vallarta when we went to visit his father's family, my grandpa's, a lot of the majority of them, they were like, that's your cousin. And I was just like, who? What? Like, they'd be like, yeah, that's your cousin from so-and-so. And I was just like, And then you would look at them and be like, they look kind of like me, just skinnier.
That's the crazy part is like the resemblance.
And I was like, And then I went to Talpa where my grandma is from. And in Talpa, same thing. Everybody, there was 3 heads that looked just like Beto, like identical.
And Beto looks just like you.
And I was just like, what the fuck? And they were like, and I met one of them. They're like, oh, this is your cousin, so-and-so. And then I was just like, oh, what's up, cousin? Like, and looked just like Beto, like a skinny version of Beto. And there was another kid that looked like a young version of my dad. Like a 17-year-old.
Well, all 3 of you boys look like your dad just copied and pasted himself.
Yeah.
Like all three of them look like baby pictures of Martin. He looks like Jerry. Bethel looks like Martin. Martin looks like his dad. They all look like each other in different phases of life. So I can only imagine like what your dad's family looks like.
Yeah.
Probably exactly like him. Just like little
Just stamps.
copies.
Yeah, so when we were out there in Talpa, one of my cousins was getting married. And you saw the left side, friends and family. Right side, all family. Or I'm sorry, left side is family
Friends.
from the groom.
Oh.
Groom side of the family, I'm sorry. So then on the other side you see all the Mesa family from my grandma. And when I tell you there was at least 25 tables, and that didn't fit nowhere near half the family that was there. And then the other side, there was empty ass tables, chairs from the grooms.
Yeah.
And I was just like, holy shit, our family is huge. And then my dad was just like, that's all your cousins. I was just like, I don't even know him. He was like, I don't either. He was like, but I know like this is all the Mesa family.
Yeah.
He was like, so those are all your relatives. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And seeing them like differently, like I was just like, holy shit. A lot of them look like us. There were some that looked like my Tio Juan, like my Tio Max.
Yeah.
They just had two eyes. There was a bunch of kids that looked like Luis, like little ass kids. They looked like Luis.
Oh my God.
I think there was a cousin of mine that looked like Bimbo, just like Bimbo too.
Well, your guys' cousin Ellie, I think, looks like you guys.
You think so? I don't think Ellie looks like me at all.
I think you guys.
Ellie looks like Jason.
But I think you and Jason. I think you guys all look alike.
Me and Jason do not look alike.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
Jason
they do.
looks nothing
Nope.
like Martin.
I feel like
I think you can definitely tell you guys are related.
Yeah, no, when we smile, we all have the same smile.
Right.
You know,
But like,
we get the Asian eyes, you know,
Yeah,
big grin.
maybe. I think Ellie looks like your dad.
You think so? Ellie does
In
not.
the picture that's on our thing, yes, he does.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
But
shout
I
out
don't know.
Compa Bimbo.
Shout out Bimbo. But yeah, no, like just I want to see all that. I want to be able to experience that, to see how far our bloodline goes. Where
Like how it originated.
Yeah.
Where did it start?
yeah.
That would be dope. I feel like when technology like gets fully advanced, I feel like you won't have to like necessarily go. It should be like, here, spit in this, and it's like boom, whole ass family tree from the top.
I kind of want to do
everything.
mine, but I'm like.
But you already know yours kind of.
Well, I know because I know my dad's side because my aunt did it and then my grandparents did it. So that one's solid.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about my mom's side of the family. Like I know the very basics, but I don't know like my grandpa's grandpa. Like I knew my grandpa's dad, but I didn't know his dad or where they came from or like.
Yeah.
I know that he's Spaniard. I know that that's why I'm like.
Well, the majority
complected.
of Hispanics are Spaniards.
That's what I'm saying. But he was like, he looked like a Caucasian man when he was old. Like his hair was gray, like almost white, and then he was pale. But then my grandpa's mom was like really, really dark with like dark hair and like big eyes and did all that. But my mom's mom and my grandpa's dad were like Spaniard, like actually Caucasian looking. And I think that's why I have no pigment because all my other siblings get tan in the summer and get like a pretty color. My foundation shade is consistent year round.
Yeah.
I don't have to get the darker one, a lighter one. Like it's pretty much the same. But I think that's why because they're part Spaniard, and I just didn't get pigment. So, fun fact.
Yeah, see me, bro. Nothing.
But you wouldn't want to know, like.
Does it interest you?
No, it does. Like me, like I'm being honest with y'all. Like I've never been to the motherland. The years that I have here, never. Swear to God, never. Like
You never wanted to, or you just?
I wanted to. Don't get me wrong, but then I was just like, nah. Like all those years I've been here doesn't make me want to go.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you were born here, right?
I was born here.
In
yeah.
LA.
I was born in LA. Santana. I don't even know where that. I haven't even been there to visit. I haven't looked around.
Have you even thought about like maybe looking into
Like your ancestry?
like your dad's side?
Nah, bro.
No?
Nah, it's cause like, well, I've tried to I've tried talking to my mom about it, and then like obviously from my real dad's side of the family, like they reached out and like they tried to communicate with me, but it didn't last. But like I've always like was just like, do I want to go or do I not want to go? And like I had like my uncle would be like, I'll buy you a ticket, just go.
Yeah.
He's like, just go for the experience. Like, you're gonna like it. Trust me. Like, you know, you're gonna have fun. But nah, I was just like, nah. Like, what is like? I don't want to go over there.
Yeah.
And like, I do have memories here and there, like of my grandma's grandma. I've never seen my grandma's dad, my great grandpa, never.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like her, my aunts and all that stuff. But nah, I've never been over there. I want to. Don't get me wrong. I would want to go, but I don't know.
That'd be a dope. That'd be a dope experience.
It is fun. That I feel like that's how my dad is. When he was younger, he was very like. So my dad's dad was very prideful of being Hispanic and being from Mexico and doing all that. Like, and I think
a lot of Hispanics are like that.
Yeah, and he really like he was Mexican. Like he was Mexican, and he instilled that in my aunts, and my aunt and my dad too. Like he's not like ashamed to be Mexican or anything. But my aunts were prideful. Like they were from Mexican. They were from Mexico. They like told us about the traditions and the cultures. I feel like that was a lot of my aunts doing. Like
but in the beginning too, your dad
aunt
was like, I don't want nothing to do with Mexico.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
from here. Why would I go there?
My dad was very much because everyone was like, "Oh, you're from Mexico. Like you're from Michoacan. You're from Michoacan." And my dad's like, "What? Like I was born here. Like I'm from here."
He was like, I'm
So like
from
he
Fresno.
sensed, yeah, he was like prideful of being from here. All right, that's out of pocket. But he was very prideful of being from here, so he had no interest in going to Mexico.
Yeah.
Like his parents would take him when they would like whatever.
Yeah.
I think he went back once when one of his grandparents died, but he had no sense of like connection to Mexico at all. So then when we were growing up, we would go to Mexico, but we would go to like Merida or we would go to like somewhere where our family wasn't from, not on purpose, just because that's like how it happened. And then when my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary came, that's when my dad finally went back to where they were from and like embraced it more. And now that my grandpa passed away, he was anti-Mexico because it just reminds him of his dad.
Right.
But he went back this summer. 'Cause my grandpa died 5 years ago now. So he went back this summer, and he really liked it and he enjoyed himself. And I think the memories were happy this time. So now he's like, okay, we're going to go back in 2 years. Like, save your money because we're all going to go back. Because last time we were all there together with my dad was that trip, the big family trip that like everyone went on. And then we went on another trip to Oaxaca and then to Michoacan, and my grandpa was already sick, and my dad didn't go. So he wants to go in 2 years after my cousin's quince, and he's like excited about it now, which is new for us because he hasn't really been excited to go to Mexico.
Yeah, no.
And it's maybe one of those things of like it reminds him of his dad, so he wants to go.
And I think that's what it is a little bit now. Is like now it's fun because there are people over there. He heard stories of my grandpa that he's never heard because my grandpa grew up there, and there was just like older men coming up to my dad being like, "Oh, I'll never forget your dad did this," talking about my grandpa. And my dad's like, "I never knew he did that. Like, I never knew he ran like, what is it called? Where they play a billiard? Is that what it's called? Where they have a bunch of pool tables?
A billar?
A billar? No, yeah, billar is a pool.
Mesa de billar?
Mesa de billar.
Yeah, he had a whole store, and he had like 4 or 5 of them, and they would come in and drink and play pool, and he taught this kid how to defend himself against bullies, and the kid went up and was like, "Your dad taught me how to fight. Like he did all this."
Yeah.
And my dad was like prideful that it was like good stories about my grandpa. So now he's really excited to go back, which is exciting for us because then we learn more about him and like what their life was like there, like being in their environment and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I found out.
So maybe
too.
it'll change as you'll get older. Is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Maybe as you get older,
sure,
you'll like you'll want to go, or you'll go one time, and you're like, okay, I want to see like what this is like and what it is, and.
Because even when I went too, like just to see the lands and all this other shit, right? I had a lot of people coming up to me and be like, "You remind me a lot of like your grandpa," and like they're like, "Oh, we love Alma Grande." That's what they called them. And just like random people would go up to my dad and they would be like, "Hey, like how you doing? Who is this?" And my dad would be like, "Oh, this is my son," and they're like, "Oh, he looks just like your father," and you know, then it starts going on, you know, and a lot of people respected my dad's whole family, like the whole generation. I have no idea exactly why, but almost to the extent of like my grandpa, no matter the shit that had happened, él siempre tuvo los huevos. Like he had no fear. He was like a man like he would talk. He wasn't just like, oh, you talk to talk and you do the walk. No. He did the walk, and he would do the talking
as he's walking. I like that.
At the same time.
Yeah, so the dude was he He was very, very respected, not only there, but to every other fucking little pueblos that are around. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people would just come up to my dad and be like, "Oh, like, how you doing? Like, what's going on?" Like, they'd be like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry about your dad. Like, I'm sorry about all this other stuff." Even when my grandpa had passed, that day that we went to go bury him, we had an entire just fleet of cars following us all the way to the Panteon. Mm-hmm. And a shit ton of people that I've never seen. There was people that had their store where he's buried at, that had their store, and they closed the stores just to see my grandpa pass. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was just crazy. I don't know what he did to be such an impact, but he was, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, like, holy shit. Like, I do want to know, like, all these other shit. Like, I want to know where my bloodline comes from.
Nah, see, yeah. Now that we're talking about it, I'm just like, yeah, makes me want to do that. Because, like I said, I was always told by, like, family member that I used to go. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, ve a las fiestas. Like, you know.
So everybody, like, every state out there has their traditions of festivals.
The same thing my pops would be like, ve a las fiestas de Colima.
They're so fun.
I'm like, for what? He's like, no más ve. He's like, just go. He's like, oh, you want to go when I go? I'm like, yeah. But I don't know. Like, he was like, but he's like, I'll take you one of these days. He's like, so that way you can see where you come from. Like, if you want, like, I'll go with you to your mom's side of the family. I'll be with you. That way you can not feel like, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, but he's like, don't ever, like, don't feel like, just go, like, nothing bad's gonna happen. You know, get that air of the tropical over there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
no, for
there's
sure.
something different about being over there.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's so much cleaner.
Yeah.
Everything,
so
dude, you go over there and you eat everything and you come back weighing 10 pounds less because everything's just so clean. Like, everything's made so organically. And, like, the meals you make, they're getting it from their neighbor who grew the vegetables, right. Or, like, the cows, they're getting milk from the cow. Mm-hmm. Like, everything's so clean over there. Mm-hmm. Damn. And it's like so.
But don't get me wrong. Sometimes like you can get sick from like a food vendor.
Yeah.
You know?
Bro, we went to Oaxaca and got food poisoning for like 3 days.
And you know what it is too is like our stomachs are not used to that. Like
so you can't have their water because it'll mess up. There's like minerals in it. Mm-hmm. If they don't prepare carne the right way, like then you'll get sick because they're used to it, but we're not.
Right.
So then we'll
their bodies are used to all that.
So that's what it was. We went to a restaurant and got tacos, and I don't know. It was cooked. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it wasn't prepared right or what they had on the grill.
Sometimes it's the grill itself.
That's what I was saying. I don't know if they made pollo or something, and then they put the asada on because we just got asada tacos, and like our whole crew was out. Like we all had food poisoning, like throwing up.
It's so different from like the States. Like here, you have to clean the grill.
Regulated differently.
Shit, you know? You have all those chemicals.
Over there, it's just like, okay, clean it as much as you can. You know, wipe it down, whatever it is.
As much
no shade. It works for them. It's just our problem. We go over there, you know. Mm-hmm. Like they're doing what they normally do. Our stomachs just have to adjust. And usually if we're there, because when I've gone, we stay for 2 weeks. So usually at like the second week, you're like cool. Like your body's adjusted a little bit. Nothing hurts anymore.
Your body's used to the temperature, the humidity.
Yeah, the second week's usually better. The first one's not bad, but you're just sweating a little bit. Your makeup's sliding off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I love going out there. Better than my mom's side, El Salvador. Don't get me wrong. I do want to see it, but at the same time, like it's definitely a third world country. Mm-hmm. You know, so it is harder. Sure. But I have a lot of family that'll be like, oh, like, you know, you can always go to this certain reservation and all this other things.
And his mom, and your mom too is very prideful of being like
she loves it. She loves it, and I get it too. Like it is her country, you know, where she came from.
Yeah, that's her home.
It's her home, and then just like all the family over there, también, you know, they love to see you, but then it's just like I'm like, oh fuck, like not that I got nothing against them, but at the same time I'm just like, oof, like it
just seems like a harder trip.
It is a harder trip, and then I also know how family is over there.
I can see why.
You know?
Yeah, I can see why.
And it's just like, I don't want to get taken advantage of.
I do want to go see, like, what El Salvador is like. Because your mom does talk so highly of it, and I'm sure it's beautiful.
It is.
I'm sure.
It's just humid as hell.
Yeah, and I'm a little weenie with heat, so like I don't know if I can. You might think
it's like, oh, it'll say like it's 80 degrees, right? Mm-hmm. But the humidity is so hot that you're gonna be sweating your ass. Like,
yeah, they said Beto said, his brother said that he dumps a bucket of water on him and it's dry like 2 minutes later.
Mm-hmm. We used to take showers because it was so hot.
And come out sweating.
Come out sweating. Or we would be laying in the maca under the shade And for them to get cold, they'll get a little bucket of water y la tiran en el suelo. They'll throw it on the floor. So that way it's just cold air
cold
going
air,
up, right? So then as soon as they did that, you lay down for a little bit, it's already hot.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, see, and I'm a little weenie with heat, so I'm like...
Yeah.
I'm about to have a little fan and shit.
But when it rains, it fucking rains.
And it's not cold rain either, right? It's
No,
like
it's hot rain.
It's like tropical rain.
Yeah. You get the nice little cold breeze, but it's still hot water that's just pouring. Yeah.
Damn.
It's like a whole fucking, what is it, level 5 type of storm. And
you know, in a category level 5 and it's hot. Nah, it really be like that though.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, bro. Hopefully one of these days, bro, I'll be going.
Yeah.
Or just do the 23andMe and see what comes up. We did 23andMe, or not we, my aunt did 23andMe. And we found one of my uncle's children. She has the same dad and different moms. Yeah, and we didn't know about her.
Really?
Yeah. And she reached out to my aunt and was like, "Hey, it says we're cousins." We're like,
just out the blue, just like,
hey, how you doing?
Yeah, because it shows how you're related on there. So it linked my uncle to her dad, and she was like I don't know if she was adopted or raised by her mom, but like we never knew she was around. And she reached out to my aunt, and my aunt, like, they got on a call and they were like, "Hey, like, how are you? Like, how are we related?" And they kind of pieced it together, and it was one of my uncle's
affairs.
Yeah, I love children.
I'm about to find out I have a half brother, bro, from my real dad side.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. That's like things like that. Like, I'm just interested. Like, I doubt I don't have any half siblings out there, as far as I know. But I would love to see. I would love to see if, like, when my grandparents do, or like one of my like great grandparents, and like what their family looks like.
I'm pretty sure a lot of my bloodlines like that. There's a shit ton of half children everywhere.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck?
I got all respect for my grandpa, but my grandpa was a horn dog.
Okay.
He had the Melchor bloodline for sure.
What's that supposed to mean? That's crazy. Crazy to say that.
Man. Ask all my uncles. They'll tell you about it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good episode of
Anyway.
Getting deep.
Getting deep with
multiple
Hispanic
people.
culture.
multiple people. Okay. Whoa. It's sponsored by Lavish. Don't forget that. Getting into deep conversations. Sponsored by Lavish. Oh my God. But yeah, though.
But yeah, like, could you imagine, like, you know, in the afterlife, you get to see.
Oh, I can't wait.
All those.
Respectfully.
Generations. Okay. I think you need therapy.
No, I'm not the only one, love.
I know.
That's crazy.
That was out of pocket of me. My
There's
bad.
medical professionals that disagree. All right.
With who?
Disagree with you. That agree with you.
Oh, agree with me. Yes, I would agree with myself also.
Right.
But as I was saying, like, wouldn't it be crazy just to see like all your generations, like to see like the evolution?
like, like, hold on. We're not just gonna run over that one. Hold on. Let's pull it back.
Oh my God.
Let's go forward.
Why are you laughing?
Let's go forward. Let's go forward. Yeah, as you were saying, go ahead.
I would love to see all the generations, like just to see like, you good? You good? Can I
You're
continue?
cutting that, or I will kill you.
I know I am gonna cut that. Relax. That's why I say it. I have that power. Ramon, quit laughing.
No. It's not. That's not funny. That's serious.
It's not funny.
Serious.
It's serious.
That's
Yes.
serious, bro.
Yes, that is serious.
That is serious.
You try talking. All these other, let's say, for example, your Mayan Aztec roots, or the Native Americans, or natives, I'm sorry, Native Indians, all their roots, you know, just to see like, holy shit, like we go far back. Or who knows? Maybe we come from all the way from the Roman Empire.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't even see I might just do that 23 then.
I want to know, like, it would be interesting as fuck, is like, you enter the, what's it called? You cross the bridge, cross over, right? You enter to that realm, and you see your ancestors, and you just see them like, kind of like how in Coco, like you seen the movie Coco, right?
Where he,
and you just see all of them, and just like, you know, in their skeletal form and all that. Like, that would be insane to see all them, and then you're just seeing like the way that they are, the way that they're dressed, the different generations of them just changed, you know, how we evolved, how everything changed.
Yeah.
Like, you're seeing, you know, my long distant fucking generation of them wearing these hawk, what's it called? With the feathers.
I know what you're talking about.
With the red feathers, with the little tiger head, skull, all that. You see all them, like, with earrings and shit. And then they see you with just Jordans and shorts. And you're like, hey, what's up, bro?
All tatted and shit. Like, hey, what's good with you, Bob? What?
They'll be like, how?
You're like,
oh, sorry, bro. We don't speak.
I hate you with that. I respect that. Can you imagine that, though? Like, just, like, you're...
And just talking to them, like, bro, like, what year did you come from? They're like, oh, like, so-and-so BC. Damn, bro, you that old? I was like, I'm from 2020, bro.
You said, damn.
Damn.
Damn. How old are you? 45. Damn. Got some miles. Nah, but damn, though, I'd be crazy, though, to experience that. Have all of them in just in one spot. Mm-hmm. You're just walking through, seeing people just like, God damn.
Yeah, just seeing them walk through and like how you're saying and then getting to experience like, holy shit. Like,
and they play like little clips of what they used to do.
Yeah. That shit would be dope. It's like a memory of like what they see, then what you're seeing. That's, like that would be sick as hell, just to see how life was for them.
Right.
And maybe it's probably interesting for them to see how life is for us. Because they're just like, holy shit, like what the fuck is that?
I can't imagine what they would say if they was to see us. Just like play little clips.
For real. What are some facts that you know about Day of the Dead? Yeah, I know you said you have a couple.
Ramon said he had a couple. I'd like to hear Ramon's first.
Okay.
You like to hear mine?
Yeah.
Nah, you don't like to hear mine.
Yeah, I would.
Nah.
He's like, let me pull up Google real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, me. Google's my best friend. It helps me out for everything.
Okay, well, we were introduced to Day of the Dead in like 2013, 2010. I don't know. Basically, you set up an ofrenda. So an ofrenda is like a display, and it starts on the 28th. Well, I mean, I guess it depends where you're from and what you believe in, but they say animals usually come the 28th.
The alebrijes.
The spirit animals. And then if like your animals have passed away, they come to visit on the 28th. Mm-hmm. But the 28th, it should be decorated. Like pretty much if you have an animal, your animal stuff should be on there. The 28th, I know that you're supposed to have marigold flowers. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to like lead up. Technically, you're supposed to have a walkway of marigold flowers because your ancestors are drawn to the scent of it, and then the bright colors lead them to where they're supposed to go. So that's why they're like petals on the floor, and then in your ofrenda is supposed to be a lot of them because it's like the scent brings them back, and then the color's bright so they can follow it. You're supposed to have water on your ofrenda, a cup of water, a gallon of water, whatever you want to do, because they made a trip to get here, so they're going to be tired.
I know that they said that Day of the Dead the tradition originated from the Aztec culture. The Aztec. Mm-hmm. They said that they used to, their ofrenda used to be a tree stump, and they would use that to honor the dead. Yeah. And they would bring those flowers, like those flowers that you were saying, those miracle flowers. They would bring those flowers and do a prayer. Obviously, like back then, like there was no way for them to have pictures, so I'm pretty sure they probably had to use either their own like drawings, like doing their own, or maybe they just had a flower and they prayed that this is the flower for so and so.
Maybe
to remember those that passed away.
Yeah. So yeah, water, beer if your relatives like beer, juice.
Bring stuff that they like, that they enjoyed in the
that's all
the
it
land
is.
of the
Pictures. If you have little kids coming, you're supposed to put toys. On November 1st, you're supposed to put candy because like little kids that pass through. If you have any little kids that pass through, candy on the 1st. Yeah. People put like meals, like their relative's favorite meal. That's November 2nd. You make it and you put it up on the ofrenda. So I've seen a lot of people do like mole. I've seen some people do tamales. We always do like the cacahuates with chile on it because my grandpa liked it. We always do like a Coke bottle because my abuelo liked the bottles, the Coke in bottles. Butterflies signify something. I don't recall what the butterflies signify, but butterflies are supposed to be on there. Really just bright colors. And then we put it up usually the week before Halloween.
Yeah.
which is this week. So like
Obviously,
today.
we would have to put it up soon. Yeah.
Yeah, so we usually put it up the week before Halloween. So we have Halloween decorations from like the end of September to the last week of October, and then we celebrate Day of the Dead from like 3 weeks ish,
About, yeah.
and then we put Thanksgiving decorations from the second week of November to the last week of November, and then we do Christmas like from December, the first week of December to like the beginning of January.
Yeah, because I know that there's some people that have this misconception that Day of the Dead is to be sad, mourn the people that are living, but it's not. It's a celebration.
It's a party.
It's celebrating their lives. It's celebrating who they used to be.
Most of them confuse it as Halloween.
Yeah. It's
And
not.
it's
Yeah,
not.
and
It's
it's not.
totally different
Yeah.
from what it is.
And like all the skulls, like decorated all pretty, like all of that is very different.
It's
from,
very different compared to what like the decorations to Halloween
Yeah.
and everything like that. It's very different.
And the traditions are just really different.
I didn't catch that. Say it again.
The traditions are just really different.
Yes.
So I didn't know like they dedicated like specific months to the deceased because they couldn't tell if they were like boy or girl. Like they dedicated specific months for them. I didn't know that
I didn't know that either. That's
until now.
interesting.
That's like one of the facts that I found.
It's crazy.
I know that for Day of the Dead when we were doing.
Wow.
Relax.
I remember for Day of the Dead when I was doing Folklorico, we would have to dress up and everything too, and we would do the Aztec theater. Mm-hmm. We would go perform there because obviously a lot of those Mexican folkloric dance, they're tales, of how it used to be back in the day, before Pancho Villa and like the revolution, the independence. It's stories. It's stories that symbolize and continue going on. So it's just to remember and to honor the dead.
Right.
Yeah, it's very pretty. And I feel like now it's becoming more known. And there's more like festivals and things you can go to for Day of the Dead.
Than it was back in the day, huh?
Yeah, then before, I think when our aunt took us, it was like one of the only ones in LA. And now there's several, and like whole weekends are dedicated to it, and museums are opening now.
Yeah, I feel like Coco the movie really like cultivated
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know? Because we did that before it was even like
I think
popular.
we knew about Day of the Dead, but we didn't do like the ofrenda until
No, we didn't do the ofrenda.
we didn't do it
yes,
until
It was more
Coco.
the candle.
It was more it was more like the candle. Like I had my whole room when I was in like middle school, and it was all like Day of the Dead themed because I really liked like what it meant, and Dia de los Muertos was my favorite holiday, and like, my room was decked out, but we didn't do the ofrenda.
No.
We would do like the candle. We'd light a candle. We'd have pictures up, but it wasn't like a whole blown out like.
The ofrenda I think started
Ofrenda.
was when Coco said that you have to have a picture, displayed, so that
displayed.
way they can come and visit you, and that
Yeah.
way you don't forget them.
Well, I'm sure people have done it before. My family
Maybe.
just hasn't.
Yeah, like, we started
I
late.
didn't.
I'm
I
not
didn't
gonna
see
lie.
that.
Yeah,
I didn't see anybody have an ofrenda. I saw people have like pictures up of past
but-
relatives,
Yeah.
but never to be like, oh yeah, this is my shrine. This is the ofrenda
And
that we
essentially,
have.
that's what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't see that until the movie Coco came out. Then that's when I started seeing more people put it, more people using it more as
Like a shrine.
like a shrine.
Isn't like Disney supposed to do something though
What do you mean?
for like the Day of the Dead?
Yeah, they do.
They do. We went last
festival.
year. Yeah, we went last year. We were in Disneyland for the weekend of Halloween, and they had like a whole in Disney in California Adventures. They had like a whole area, and it was like Day of the Dead themes. So you got like a sugar skull, and you wrote like who you dedicated to and like a memory, and then you hung it up. So then there was like a whole like wall in
Damn,
Disneyland
like a whole wall.
Yeah.
of everyone who
And
visited.
there's an area that I think they made it for Coco. That's in California Adventures. So like there's a little spot, like a little.
And like mariachi plays. It's
Yeah,
like
mariachi
very
plays,
Spanish
yeah.
inspired. Like
So there's even the dude that plays like Ernesto de la Cruz, the character.
yeah,
Oh
They have,
yeah, I've seen that.
They have
like
singing.
the Folklorico dancers that
Yes.
go out there and do it.
Yeah,
That's dope.
It's very cool.
it's really interesting.
So yeah,
Yeah, I love
Day of the Dead.
Love the Hispanic culture. I love it when they do
Fascinating. You
stuff like
learn new things every day, bro.
that. Hell yeah.
No,
Learn
I
new
can't wait.
things
And then I
every
like putting it up. Like it's a whole.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, you have music playing. You like pull out the picture frames, dust them off because usually they're in there from the year before.
Yeah.
Start vibing to Christmas music.
Don't even get me started on
Not
Christmas.
Christmas.
You'll get me turned on right now. Oh, I love Christmas.
Okay. That was one.
Tell you, dude, bro, relax.
Fun fact though, in the Coco movie, when there's this scene that they're in the party in Ernesto's big party that he has, right? And Miguel goes and he's gonna go confront his longtime grandfather, I guess that they were saying. Mm-hmm. And in the thing, when he jumps and falls into the pool, when he's singing, he falls into that pool, right? And then they pull him out. There's a little portion that you see not Pepe Aguilar, what's his name? Pedro Infante, Cantinflas, and Antonio Aguilar.
Oh, that's so cool. You
see them. No, not in the back. Literally right there. Right there. As soon as he falls, they're right there.
That's tight.
And it's just like, holy shit. Like, you see a couple of his Hispanic icons that are in the movie that passed. And I was just like, holy shit. Like, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
And then there's people, too, that they're like, like, there's a long list of Hispanic actors, musicians. And that they're just kind of hidden.
They're just in the background.
Yeah, and you won't know because obviously they're skeleton
forms, right? Yeah.
So the only way that you can figure it out is like their outfits, what they're, what you think they look like,
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Well, the original Day of the Dead movie is The Book of Life. Mm-hmm. Before Coco. Have you ever seen The Book of Life?
Yeah, I've seen The Book of Life.
It's so cute.
I like it.
Yeah. That one was like the first one that kind of touched on. Not the tradition so much, but like
I feel like
just
it did.
the Day of the Dead.
I feel like it touched perfectly on like the story. Of
it was like the cycle, like the cycle of life and death is more so, not like the holiday itself. Where I feel like Coco celebrates the like day itself,
Yeah.
But I feel like that book was the first one where I was like, oh my god, La Muerte, like it was just cute to see. And then like that style of film where they're not like fully animated, but they're still kind of like blocky, kind of.
Yeah.
I hope they make a part 2 of Coco, bro.
I don't know how they could though.
They can go into like the abuelas like being in the afterlife because the abuela, Mama Coco passed away.
Yeah, so she passed away.
So it can be like her seeing her family again or like reuniting with her dad. I don't know. I don't know.
I could see that. Anything's possible.
Dude, we when the movie came out, I remember I tell everybody, like, oh look, that's both my grandmas right there. I feel like that's my grandma de Viges and my grandma Doña Paca.
Yeah.
Everybody be laughing. They was like, they got the similar traditions.
Yeah. Well, they were so cute. 1 year Chacho was Miguel and my abuela was Mama Coco.
Yeah.
It was just cute. She's like a little old lady, like braids.
I'll never gonna forget the scene when she's just like, I don't even know you.
Oh my god. It's a good movie though.
Oh hell yeah. Loved it.
It was cute.
Great animation. I think did we go see it in theaters?
Yes.
Yeah, me and Kat went to go see it in theaters. It was dope. All right.
Put up your ofrendas. Send us pictures.
Yeah, go ahead. You guys should put up your guys' ofrendas and send us a picture, and we'll repost it on our page. Show us what you have.
For real.
For real.
It doesn't have to be big either. It can be little. Yeah. It can be like a little picture. It can be
just so that way in your heart you know that they're gonna come see you. Those.
You
need a candle. Candles are essential.
Yeah, light up a candle and hopefully you get to have the presence of your loved one to come see you.
Yeah.
Even animals.
Animals are on the 28th supposedly. I think it depends where you're from about that one, but
yeah.
Hopefully we get Tulip. Hopefully Tulip comes to visit.
Tulip probably will. Hopefully
you just hear something thump on the wall.
She catches the mice. Like, God bless.
Yeah, right.
We got a little frame, a little cat frame for Tulip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gold.
You guys gonna put it up in the front though?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see everybody's ofrenda.
I know. Are you gonna do one, Ron?
Your mom is, huh?
I think my mom is, yeah.
She should.
Post it.
I know she will for
if
sure.
If anything, they're just fun to like.
Post it and tag us in it, man.
Nah, I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. And all you guys should do the same thing too. Like, just so that way, you can have your loved ones come see you and be there, and maybe it'll bring you peace of mind, or maybe it'll even help you out a little bit.
It's okay to cry a little bit when you're setting it up. I cry a little bit every year.
Yeah, just because you keep the sad truth is you keep seeing it get bigger. Facts.
As you grow.
Yeah, and the best way is just so that way you know that they're in a better world. They're no longer suffering, and they're okay, and they also have a chance to come see you. Mm-hmm. Just that little clarity. So we love to see the traditions.
Nah, for sure. That's what's beautiful about the Mexican culture, the traditions.
Mm-hmm. We hope you guys enjoy the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos special that we're going to be dropping. We hope you guys stay safe. We hope you guys put up your guys' ofrendas and pay your respects to your loved ones that may have an opportunity to come see you. Mm-hmm. And if you don't believe in that, hey, that's okay. We understand it. It's not for everybody. Mm-mm. But we enjoy it, and it's our tradition. And if you would like to do it, you're more than welcome to.
Mm-hmm. For real, for sure. Like how we said, if you guys do it, send us pictures, tag us in, we'll repost it. Mm-hmm. Something a little nice.
For sure. For sure. Well, thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned every Sunday and Wednesday for new episodes. Follow us on our socials at brokeboys_FF on TikTok and Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Follow us there.
And be safe. We know that you guys are going to be trick-or-treating. Oh, wait, no. That already passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they were safe trick-or-treating.
Were safe?
Hopefully you guys were safe.
Hopefully you guys were safe. Yeah.
After.
Because it's after. So we can say, yeah, hopefully you guys were safe trick-or-treating, having fun, getting candies and razor blades. No, I'm just playing.
Razor blades.
Okay.
Just be careful.
Yeah, just be careful with all that. Make sure y'all double check the candies, though.
Double check the candies. But, we hope that you guys had a very safe and very good Halloween. No drama-free, unless you're some of those people that enjoy it. That's okay.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to them.
That's on you. Wow.
All right, in the episode already. Hurry up.
Cat's one of the drama people. We love you guys. Peace.
Peace.